Hi, my name is John Wilkes, and welcome to this short demonstration about how our webinars work. We've been running these webinars for over a year now, and they've been highly successful. People have found them very easy to access, but I just want to go through a few of their features. So as you can see there, on just to the side of me there's a PowerPoint presentation, which I'm controlling. So each presenter will use a PowerPoint presentation, which might include images or text or occasionally videos as well. You'll also see that I've listed our website there, which is trainings.co.uk, which has all the details about how to join our subscription service, or you can join the webinars individually if you want, and also ways of testing your connection before you actually sign up. So that's all at trainings.co.uk, and of course it has all the details about upcoming webinars as well. So just to go through a few of the features about how to participate, because these webinars are designed to be very interactive. That's the whole point about them. They're not just you sitting back on your sofa, having a glass of wine and falling asleep. So the idea is that you ask questions, you use the chat box, which is below me here, and there are various other ways of participating as well. So the first thing I would say is that you need to check that your volume is up on your computer to a comfortable level. So that's the first thing. There's also, on the live webinars, you may not see this in the recording now, but on the live webinars there's also a little icon which is just above my head to the left, and that is looks like a loudspeaker, and you need to just click on that and make sure it goes green, and then you'll be able to hear what the person is saying. So the ways to participate and interact with these webinars, there is a little man there with a raised hand, and on the icons just above my head there, and there's a drop-down menu there, and so he looks a little bit like this. He's got a little hand up there, and if you go to that drop-down menu, then you can do various things like ask the presenter to speed up or slow down or speak louder, etc. And if he tells a joke, there's virtual laughter that you can use there as well. But the main way to participate is through the chat box. So normally in a webinar, the chat box, which is below my head here, is very, very active with people commenting, sharing stories, etc. And you can participate in that very easily. You just type in the little box at the bottom and press return on your computer, and it will come up there for everyone to see. There's also ways of communicating with people privately. There's a private chat area, which you can also use if you want to as well. And then you can also ask questions. So beneath the PowerPoint presentation there, you will see there's a question box, ask the presenter a question. And you can put your questions in the same way. And the presenter will keep an eye on that box, or I will keep an eye on that box. And then I will field the questions to the presenter as we go through. So it's a great way of being able to ask questions without having to wait until a suitable point, because you can just put them in as they occur to you. And again, this tends to be very active in a webinar, and you'll find that I think all questions are answered during the course of a webinar, which usually lasts about 2 hours. So those are the main way. We don't use microphones, generally speaking, because it just gets too difficult. So you don't need a microphone to participate in a webinar. So you can book online. There's various options. You can subscribe to a series, or you can just book on individually. And as I said, there's ways of testing your connection and all kinds of stuff on that site before you join. And of course, the great thing about webinars is that they're recorded so that you can see them again afterwards, and the link to the recording will be sent to you after each webinar, and you can access them pretty much for as long as you like to review them. Also, each presenter will produce a series of handouts which are yours to download. At the bottom right of the screen there, you see where it says Files, and it says on that file it says Webinar Demonstration PDF. So they're PDF files, which are a very, very common form of readable files which you can then download. Pretty much every computer has the ability to read those, so you shouldn't need to download any special software or anything like that. So there, that is a PDF of the PowerPoint presentation, which most presenters will give you as well. And above that box, you'll see there's web links. So these are links to various websites that the presenter might refer to during her talk. And up here I've put the trainings.co.uk site, so you can link to that directly from there. The cyma.org.uk site is my publishing site. I've written a few books and done some DVDs, etc., which you can see from that site. And then beneath that it says Time Converter, which is very useful. So if you're living down in Australia or in America, you can just click on that and you can work out what time the particular webinar will be in your time zone. So for example, we normally run our webinars in the evening in the UK, so between 7 and 9 p.m. So in America that will be sort of late morning, early afternoon, depending on where you are. For Australia, we tend to run them here in the UK in the mornings, which is then evenings for Australia and New Zealand. It works out normally around about 5 p.m. in Perth, 7 p.m. in Sydney, and about 9 p.m. in Auckland in New Zealand. So we've tried to make them available to everybody, basically. And you will see that the range of subjects that we're presenting now is really suitable for a whole range of therapists. So from Bowen therapists to craniosacral therapists to physiotherapists, massage therapists, reflexologists, and all kinds of other health professionals. And now we're also expanding out to include movement therapists such as Pilates and yoga teachers as well. So there's a huge amount of information on there. And of course, if you subscribe, you can also get access to all the recordings. And we're building up that library of recordings as we go along. We already have about 50 hours of recordings available. So I hope that's been a useful little introduction. As I said, everybody has found these very easy to join. Even if you're a bit of a technophobe, you will find that there is really no problem at all. So I hope you enjoy them, and look forward to seeing you on one of these webinars soon. Thank you very much.